So there are only two characters that you interact with in this game, and that's DJ Atomika, which, I mean, he's DJ Atomika, he's great.
Yeah.
And
DJ Atomika was kind of a cross-game radio announcer that EA had.
Yeah.
I think it was it supposed to be like for their extreme sports games?
Their sports games.
But then they included him in a Burnout game, which was, God, genius. This is his best work.
Yeah, oh God. And he even makes mention of some of the snowboarding and things like that.
Yeah.
It's great. But...
Oh, shoot. Let me screw up. Talk over it.
I mean, I love watching this, so it kind of just interrupts me.
Yeah, sorry. This guy can't see. Oh wait, there's no one in the car. I forgot about that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that reminds me. The two characters that you interact with are DJ Atomika and the map. The map has so much character, and like, you know where you are based on your surroundings.
Yeah, you can like look at landmarks and stuff like that. When I was talking about the intro, the soundtrack, Paradise City, the context when I said this was when EA was doing it right, I was saying specifically, like, they had this thing called EA Tracks, which was kind of their their brand of like licensed music that they were putting in their games. Like they had them in all of their, like, they had them like in Madden and NBA Live. And it was EA Tracks. They had it in Need for Speed, and they had it in Burnout. And they were, whoever was at the helm of EA Tracks at this point in time, I would put them on the same level as whoever was in charge of picking shows for Toonami, because it was like they were curating the absolute like best things that you could have been putting forward for the people at that time.
Yeah. The only song in this game that I would be what is Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne. Yeah. Like, why?
A very weird pick.
But now it's kind of endearing, because when it comes up, you're just like, alright.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, I associate that with this game more than anything else, and that's a good association for that song to have. But this game's soundtrack is so good, and like, it's got classical in it.
Oh gosh, that is the way I play. I turn off all of the rock and roll, everything.
Is that the way you played back in the day? Because
no,
I remember hearing all of the rock and pop.
Oh yeah, no, this was a recent
fight
thing.
Music for the fight.
Oh yeah,
is an absolute banger. That's fantastic when you're like, just when you're on the edge of your seat trying not to get like taken out.
Or when you're doing a road rage and you're flying through.
Oh yeah, you're just claiming lives.
Oh, it is great. But the cool thing is that this was one of the first games that I remember having. I had MP3s on my PS3, and you could...
Oh yeah, back when it was like a proper media center.
Yeah, and you could use your own music to create, or to like play while you're like playing the game.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
I don't know why that's not a thing anymore. It sort of is with the Xbox One when you pay for Microsoft Groove, which is their Pandora thing.
Yeah. And PS4 has Spotify that you can run at the same time as playing the video game.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing as like ripping your own MP3s and putting them in the system.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, so dude, the chaos of this game. And I'm not gonna say controlled chaos because it's not two controls.
Oh, when you're in the thick of it, it is just awesome.
The way this game's AI works is that you're really not here to race them, to like beat them. You're here to interact with them while you try to set a good time.
Or survive.
Yeah, or survive.
Like, they will pummel you.
If we're talking just like it's a race, okay, I'm having trouble. If we're saying it's just a race, me being in last place right now, it's not the same as if you were in last place in Forza or even in Mario Kart, because you have to kind of climb your way back up using technical skill. You're really here you're trying to set a good time and be in front of these characters you're interacting with.
Yeah.
Like, they're here to fight you and like do like, you know, they're here to populate the area. And that's one of the reasons that it's like, when I think of Burnout Paradise, when I think of other Burnout games like Takedown, Revenge, Dominator. Oops. Okay, I got to take down, so I survived. Yeah. I got those iframes.
Oh, that's the good glitch.
Yeah, okay, so this is clearly not a hard and fast racing game. I mean, it's pretty hard and fast.
Oh, it's very...
It's not strictly a racing game. I would consider this as more of an open world... Whoa, I went way off base there. This is an open world action game with cars.
Yeah. And it has just as much technical stuff.
Like there is. Okay, so I gotta talk about the drifting. This is a thing that I wanted to maybe save for later, but since we're on it right now, I'm gonna go into it right now. The drifting in this game is the best it's ever been, even compared to the times when it was better. And I'm gonna have to clarify that because Criterion, in my opinion, the developers, they have the best give and take, like the best game feel when it comes to drifting a car around the corner. It's not concerned with being realistic or being accurate. Ooh. That would be a driveway if this is the open world.
Yeah.
But Criterion has the best game feel when it comes to this, and like trying to like hit the sweet spot and maintain it as best you can. Even when they supposedly improved on it for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit and Need for Speed Most Wanted. Like when they made those. Oh, good God! I need to switch cars. When they made those.
A little heavy.
When they refined the system further, it was not as good, in my opinion.
Actually, if you don't make it, can I try?
Oh, okay, yeah. No problem. Oh, you'll get it.
Okay.
Don't worry. Yeah, look at all this chaos happening around
it's
me.
It's just amazing.
It's beautiful. But in Hot Pursuit, it was smoother, slicker, more forgiving. In Most Wanted, smoother, slicker, more forgiving. I don't prefer that.
No.
I prefer how rough and like it's like rough and tumble and like when you get it wrong, you get it spectacularly wrong. Like there's very little help you're getting.
And there's
in riding
so
the car.
much consequence.
Yeah, like this is an arcade racer, and when people they're thinking the distinction between arcade racer and simulator. Mm-hmm. In the simulator, that's the game that's going to be unforgiving and expect you to do this right.
Yeah.
And arcade games, but because that is the thing that defines a simulator, that people then think that the arcade game is the forgiving thing. Usually that is the case. That's not the case in Burnout. Burnout, you have to actually be good at driving. And it rewards you for being good at driving. I want to find the eject card. I thought I had that one. Or I thought I needed to get that one.
Yeah, if you turn around and keep going straight on the road. Angus Wolf.
Yeah. So, yeah. This game has a learning curve, and it has, like, you'll get rewarded for learning it. It's not just, throw the game in and, run a few checkpoint races like cruising or something.
Oh, I could and have spent hours.
Yeah, and, like, just perfecting the craft of driving in Burnout Paradise. And you compare it to Need for Speed Most Wanted, it's not just that Need for Speed Most Wanted has less personality and less of an identity, and it doesn't even feel like original Most Wanted. Mm-hmm. The Criterion remake of Most Wanted feels like the most sterile, bland Need for Speed game that I've played. I didn't play after Most Wanted. Mm-hmm. I was off the hype train then.
Yeah. I just felt like with Most Wanted I felt like they tried or they wanted to make another Burnout.
They wanted to make Burnout Paradise 2, and Most Wanted is Burnout Paradise 2. If Burnout Paradise wasn't...
If it lost the character.
If it lost the character, and it lost the character of the not exactly perfectly tuned handling. Like, the handling is perfect in its imperfection, in the ways that it's unforgiving. And some of the ways that it's unforgiving, it doesn't...
You're ready for a burning route created just for this car.
Oh, I haven't done one of these yet.
Win an upgraded model of your current ride.
All right, where?
It was right behind you.
Oh,
it was that past intersection that he stopped you at.
Okay. What was I saying? Okay, so like this is like I think you could argue that from a refined gameplay game feel perspective, Need for Speed Most Wanted is superior to Burnout Paradise in every way, but I don't like it as much, and it doesn't actually feel as good to me. The roughness, the kind of unforgiving nature. Is there a specific route I need to go?
No, I mean...
I'm asking you. Is there an optimal route? Should I take a left here?
Yeah. For the most part, I mean, you can take I mean, if you see shortcuts in front of you, usually you should take them. There are some that are fake outs though, so be careful of those.
Okay.
Yeah,
imagine that. A fake shortcut.
Yeah.
I can imagine critics would get very angry at that.
You just have to know, man.
Yeah, well, you gotta learn. And yeah, there's trial and error, but this game is super not punishing. It's like, so you lost. Okay, go again.